Hello, welcome to Art 1. My name is Jeremy McDonald. I am the visual art teacher here at St. James School, and I have been teaching and living here for 13 years. I have a bachelor's and master's in art education from Edinburgh University in Pennsylvania, and I have been teaching for 19 years total. Before coming to St. James, I taught pre-K through 12th grade in the public school system in North Carolina. Then the Latin teacher at my previous school came here and taught for about a year and a half before, out of the blue, she gave me a call one day and said, "Hey, would you be interested in teaching at Hogwarts?" And I said, "I'll take a look." And it being my first look into independent boarding schools, it did seem very magical. The campus was beautiful, the food was great, the kids and the staff were just wonderful. So I was hooked, and I came here, and 13 years later, I am still here helping some awesome kids make some incredible art. In Art 1, students are covering the basics of visual arts, focusing mainly on drawing to start, since drawing is the beginning and the groundwork of almost every art form. The students learn observational, shading, and textural drawing skills and techniques. This leads to the use of colored pencil, which then brings us to painting, where the students learn a little bit about color theory and paint mixing. They finish the year experimenting and learning about mixed media. They will create about 10 to 14 pieces, major projects this school year. Students also do a weekly sketchbook assignment. Each week they research notable artists throughout history and the world, and they do a drawing inspired by that artist's body of work. All of my assignments and projects are listed on the timeline that I gave each student at the beginning of the school year that they keep in their sketchbook. The timeline and syllabus are also available on their Blackboard page for the class. In addition to that, I post every week the sketchbook assignments on Blackboard, as well as due dates for major projects. So this year and last spring have presented me with quite a challenge: how to teach visual art virtually and now in a hybrid format. Last spring, I had to do things asynchronistically, meaning I needed to pre-record all my classes for students to be able to watch in their own time and in their own time zones. I had to do so because many of my classes were very mixed, meaning I had multiple classes meeting during single class blocks. The difference this year is we managed to make classes a lot less mixed, and we have more adequate time during the block to give instruction to all the sections. I'm now teaching live and simultaneously teaching virtually. Another improvement over the last spring is that I had the foresight to either get all the students materials or at least give them a materials list with adequate time to order their materials. I'm also able to give instruction on camera and in person, unlike last spring, giving more feedback and individualized instruction. It's a little bit more challenging for online students, but we are finding ways. We take a lot of photographs of work. They send me a lot of emails and team chats I take those images and I'm able to give really nice feedback, either live on camera during class or in an email format. Although I very much look forward to the day all the students return, we are finding a way to make this work. I hope your child is enjoying working with me as much as I'm enjoying teaching them and being back in the studio. Thanks, and have a great Parents' Weekend.